This from coach dragging on boats, it's all about poking the niggas and slinging. This is a business. If you know the game, your bodies, you better have your fucking guns and your guns up. This is a business. Click City banging, Click City was slinging, bitches banging. I have a business. Deuce move with the movement, the movers moving, the music is magic, the murder is nothing, I just do it. I speak fluent, shooter, the shooters that put it in with Rugers. I'm past paranoia, my lawyers get brought up on charges, just swallow up. I made a whole lot out of a home and a hole, gotta swallow you whole. I followed the goons home and followed you home and hollowed you. John 14 school me in the towers instead of it was stupid if we still moving power. I'm like howling, flash forward, I'm in the howling.
Ooh, fuck that shit up. Oh shit, I fucked that shit up. God damn, I fucked that shit up. God damn, I fucked that shit up. This is a business. What's good, everybody? Another live connect session. ID Rich. About to get my boy Deuce Broadway up in here, man. I was just playing his joint. I'm gonna play a little bit more while I get him up in here. I fucked it up.
My design is way different. The target don't die. The core banging my knives, mindless behavior. I was raised knowing the judge won't ever rule in my favor. Pyrex alumni, spider with the pyrotechnic. From Vado spider on the west side, you get the message. Shorty says she in a Boardway show. 22 for that green nigga, Boardway Joe. I'm trading dogs to that halo on me. Halo hammers, no halo, that day go home. I dare you to tell Titi to come and get it. Had Titi looking like Titi in 20 minutes. Seven windows on the road with 20 in it. 17 points on top of the 20 winning. 6 point guards flying the Star of David. I opted at a harbor for the hallway. I opted at a long way. They thought I was a product of RPA. Waving that hallway like a Cartier. You got the cars of tomorrow head. Send word to Birdman for tomorrow head. PSA. With a relay bit, hand in hand like a relay bit. Man, I call my swerve my child. If you look in his eyes, you gon' find the same flame, you gon' find the line. I noticed the blade legacy quarter in the so you know it. I pray on mine and he gon' die behind the tool and you fucking. Cause this old goat seems to open, that's what
Buddy. Big City in the building. Click in the building. Yeah. That was Deuce Broadway. Just waiting for him to tap in. Salute to everybody that's in the chat. What up? I see Click City's in the building. Yep, Deuce up in here. About to be up in here real soon. I appreciate everybody that's in here right now. Appreciate everybody that tapped in the past. Yo, I see Deuce saying, yo, I just sent you the invite. Let me see where I can get you. I just sent you the invite to get up in here. Probably gonna have to look. This season 2 of the Connect set. Yo, what's good, Deuce?
Yo.
Hold on real quick.
What's
Hold on.
good,
I'm
buddy?
thinking right now. Hold on. Let me put my headphones on. I'm all yelling this shit. You hear me good, Deuce?
Yeah, I got you right here.
Okay,
Shaking.
what's good, Deuce Broadway, man? Appreciate you coming on the show to Connect session.
You already know,
man.
Appreciate it.
Yo, I definitely appreciate that. Shit, that was like a gift sent to my email with that music, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yo, man, that was like a
Thank you.
gift, man. You got some music, man. Oh man,
Good luck.
we gonna jump right to it. You already know, man.
Yeah.
We gonna jump right to it, man. That the one I was just playing. I was playing This Is a Business, but I fucked it up. I done hit the skip button by accident. I was mad as hell.
Yeah.
I skipped it, but then I played the intro, the new Money State of Mind. Um,
Yeah.
what people that don't know who don't know, that's off his joint. Send my
For my regard.
send my regards to Edgar.
Yeah, that's a
Yep.
fact.
Yo, that's a dope project. You dropped that like within a month ago, right?
Yeah, that's a fact. A couple weeks ago.
Okay. What was the why the name behind it? Why the name? I know Edgar. He was a drug lord, right? Drug lord. That
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Edgar was a super plug. You know what I mean? But it's more or less like it represents like, you know, where it's at for us, for anybody who respect lyrics and who really with this shit. Like it represents that, and I mean that in a way like that's the plug. Like,
Mm-hmm.
feel me? That represents a lifestyle. That represents something that go hand in hand with people who really been fucking with this shit. Like niggas been there. Niggas been there. Niggas knew what it used to feel like. It used to sound like. And it's not really, it's not really like that no more. But I'm all for the resurgence, you heard him. I'm here for that shit. I'm here for it. And at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, it's a two-edged sword, because if you look at the time when people consider like rap's golden age, like that shit went hand in hand with how big the crack game was and the damage it did to where we from. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
where we come from, and out of that, the music reflected from that shit was incredible. You know what I'm saying? The shit changed lives and it gave birth to so much shit, and laid foundations for other things that we was able to build on. And I just feel like all of that shit is represented in Send My Regards, you heard?
Right.
That's a
Hell
fact.
yeah. Hell yeah.
That's
That's
a fact.
affinity right there. That's fin. Yo, that's dope. That's definitely a dope behind it. When you touch on the golden era, now I hear a lot of your music is like influenced by the golden era. Who have you listened to? Like as far as like who's your influence like as far as your music
Like
influence or
growing up,
growing up? Yeah.
yeah, hell, like, like Nas, Jay, fucking Raekwon, Ghost. You know what I mean? You like anybody, like not even knowing me, you could tell that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I'm for the wordplay. I'm for them intricate strokes. Like you heard, like this, and this is real. Like we telling a story, we painting, and the thing is that it, like, my job as a rapper is to make you feel what I feel,
Mm-hmm.
and be able to convey something that you can walk away with, or that can put you in a place where you like, yo, I see that shit, like, or I'm from that shit, or like you feel me, like
Nah, I
if
definitely
if,
feel you.
if 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 you don't feel like you want to take a page out of my book after I'm done, I feel like I failed you. That's a fact.
And that's
I
why
feel like
I
I
agree in
failed
the
you.
music. Pardon me, I ain't mean to cut you off. I mean cut you off on that. But that's why I definitely agree in music, man. The substance, the relatable to people, dropping jewels, getting something off the music. Cause definitely listening to your
That's a
music,
fact.
I was like, yeah, I'm playing this back. Um, I learned from you. Feel like just me, like just know who you is already. I'm not saying in a
Mm-hmm.
bad way at all, but that project is dope. And I wanted to touch in like the process of how we're making a project. I see you got a couple of joints with producer Old Mad G.
Yo,
Was
Omid
all the
G, nah, yo, really, Omid G, he did everything except one joint.
yep. Mhm.
That's a fact. He did everything except one joint. And the thing, like Omid, that's my homie. You know what I'm saying? And we've been working for years. Like when he first started making beats, like I was the first one to rap on one of his beats, and I didn't even realized that shit. I'm talking
Ooh.
years ago. We was young, we was kids, like, you know what I'm saying? He sent
Mhm.
me with a gray tape. I remember I had the gray tape and shit. And then, I took the joint, I did something over the joint, it got back to him and shit. But then years later, I bumped into him like and this is after I was in the streets and shit. I bumped into him and he like, yo, bro, you don't even know, like you was the first one to rap over one of my beats, like, and that shit blew my shit. But you know, I felt good about that, and you know, I felt good about how it made him feel, and at the same time, like it sparked a relationship that's still, you know, that's my bro, you know? That's a fact, and you know, we get to it.
Yo, that's dope. I see old man's in the chat, man. Shout out the old man, man. You
That's the
doing your
homie.
thing,
Shout out to
man.
Omid G,
Yo, your
man.
sound is dope. Your
Oh,
sound is dope. Yo, so you just said like that relationship with you and old man being dated back and coming and reunited and making dope joints like that.
mm-hmm.
Just say how important is it with a producer and rapper, like having that relationship, having that like in-house relationship, the trust, the Lord, like all that. How is that important? Like, what's so important?
It's super important. It's the most important because y'all develop a chemistry. Y'all get to know each other, so you get to know and understand the emotions, the feelings, like the thought process and everything. Like you get to know that, like, and that shit comes with time and it comes with building. It's just like anything else. Like you play on a basketball team once, shit, the point guard and the shooting guard and the center, like when y'all moving in tandem, can't none stop you. You know what I mean?
Hell
And
yeah.
you get to learn each other's game. Like you get to learn how, you feel me, like to move around and how to assist him and you feel me? So it works like that. And the chemistry that we got is fucking incredible, you heard?
Hell
That's a
yeah.
film.
Yo,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
dope.
Shout out
Definitely.
to my son Hot. Hey yo, Hot, get with me. Yo, Hot,
Salute,
get with
salute,
me.
salute.
What the
Yo,
that's my nigga, you heard?
you touch
I
you.
ain't even know. Yeah, all right.
Nah, do
yo,
your thing, do your thing.
yo,
We
Hot,
doing our thing.
yo,
Go
Hot,
ahead.
holla at me.
Holla. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yo,
Hot,
what?
no. What's
Yo,
up?
the team is real important, man. I love when you just brought that up about the team
That's
and
a film.
how me and you connecting right now was your team. And you know,
That's a
I'm
fact.
I'm a team player myself. I'm a manager. I'm a A&R, and I salute like the manager people that do the back work. So salute
Mm-hmm.
the Chad you got me with and Kayla, cause how important is they like in your loop in your
Yo, let me
team.
tell you, right? So this is the thing, right? Like I is like for years, you know, he's managed me. He's more behind the scenes. He don't do like he's behind the scenes, but he move right. He official. You know what I'm saying? But um he got a lot going on too, you know what I mean? And Shad, that's like he's managing the projects and shit like that. Kayla on the team, she do amazing work on the clerical end, like Mac the Goon, like this is like you know, like a micro composite of the people who contribute to what you see and what you hear. Like when it comes to production, it's Omi. Like Omi is like, you know, like really, I got a 4-man team. Omi, Vic, Edwards, and Roswell. Like these
Yo,
people are all like special. Like these are top tier producers, all of them. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? And they get fucking crazy. You know what I mean? So like, and I feel like any producers in the game right now, I put my team up against them, and we might walk away with the shit, and that's a fact.
that's how I
You know what I'm
gotta
saying?
be. That's
And
how I gotta
and the
be.
thing that's a fact. And the shit about Edgar, like when it comes to the way that I do my shit, I'm really like a perfectionist. So I'll be sitting on shit until I feel like it's perfect. So me and Wells was having a conversation and he said, Deuce, what the fuck are you doing, my nigga? We got too much shit and you sitting on it. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but it gotta be right. He like, oh, send me 8 joints. I sent him 8 joints. He like, nah, these 2 right here, I don't feel like they fit. Send me 2 more. I sent 2 more. He said, all right, bang, here the artwork.
Mm,
This is what we doing. And I said, say no more. And then after that, I pulled my son in, shout to 40, you know what I mean? And then Kayla, Mac been like running promo for a long time, like fucking with me. Like that's the homie long time. Like all my relationships is cultivated and they built, you know what I'm saying? And they've been here for a long time. Like, you know, I've been doing this shit and I know who's who. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's no more questionable shit going on. Like, we don't leave room for any of that. You know what I'm saying? So right now I feel like we running. We running and it feels good, look good, sound good. Like this, you know, this what we doing. You know what I mean? But
Yo,
yeah, definitely
salute.
that's like the team that's been behind Edgar right now is definitely that. And you know, I'm happy at everything that's happening. I'm happy about how I feel about it, and I look forward to all of the rest. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, blessings, blessings. Hell yeah, salute to the team. I see.
Salute to them.
So I see you had started a label way back, Deuce Media. Um,
Yeah,
let's talk a little bit. Is part of the team, is part of Deuce Media, is this Deuce Media label, or is something that's like,
yeah. That's a fact. That's the label. It's like because I didn't want it to just sound like everybody else's shit. You know what I
uh,
mean? I wanted it to sound different and also represent everything that I intend for it to be. It's more than just this. You know what I mean? We talking about film. We talking about all this type of shit. You know what I mean?
okay.
And you know, like a lot of shit has changed since the inception of the label, and you know, so we had to go about differently. We had to adapt and evolve. But it's not only gonna be about just rapping and filming. You know, now it's gonna consist of, you know, content creation for the gram and for TikToks and all type of shit because you gotta be able to tackle this shit from all directions. You know what I mean? And this is
Mm-hmm.
one of the things I'm learning because you know, like like I did a lot of time, like collectively, this is real shit. I did about 14, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's like coming through my shit the way I came through it, we was ducking the camera. We wasn't running for that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get reprogrammed into having to be in front of it and having to make myself and my personal life and shit like that accessible. You know what I'm saying? We was ducking and we was hiding from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then to have to turn around and learn that this is what the fuck it has to be. People got to see. You got to take pictures. You got to be on people's camera and shit like that. This is new. You know what I mean? So, of course, like, if we talking about media, we talking about entertainment. We talking about publications and all of that shit. So, you know what I mean? We got to adapt. We got to grow. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a lot of internet shit, all that. Everything's going to come across. Media shit is going to be everything I believed it could be. You know what I mean? And I feel like I got the team for that right now. And I think we're gonna do some amazing shit. It's a fact.
No, hell yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, it's crazy how the game, like, it's not crazy, but like I was just saying that, like, how you definitely got to be in front of the camera now, and which at the same time that can make things dangerous in the music, and
That's
just moving correctly with your team
mm,
and everything, with the
that's a
blessings
fact.
you have in your talent. So
That's a fact.
so that
That's a fact.
I wish your team success, everything success moving forward, man. That shit dope. I want to tap into your featured artists that you had worked with. Um, I
Mm,
seen that going through the kit, you had just recently dropped something with Vado.
mm.
How that came together with Vado joint.
I mean, um, it was it was a move like I plugged it. My man Zach, he from Poughkeepsie, I think. He from further up, but some plug, he be shooting vids and shit. He like that. But you know, Zach in the loop, crazy. He fuck with us though. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you know that happened like that. Zach plugged that shit. You know, we went in there, got it done. Vado was cool, nigga. Like fucks with him. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Homie, man, mellow, laid back and shit. He about his shit though. You know what I mean?
Nah,
So
yeah,
he
definitely.
fuck with that. Shout out to Zach too.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I done did a Vado show back in Rochester. That's where I'm from. I'm from Rochester, New York. I
That's
bought
crazy. I used to live up there.
huh? Used to live up there?
I
Okay,
used to
okay,
stay up
yeah,
there.
yeah, yep. I'm
Oh
from
yeah, I
Rochester.
used to stay. I used to stay on Curlew over there.
Oh, Curlew, okay,
At,
yep, the east side.
at
East,
Dewey. Word
yep,
up.
yep, yep,
That's the
Curlew. Well,
thing.
north, that's north right there.
Yeah, I used
But
to be up there.
okay, yeah, hell yeah, fucking.
But
But yeah, I did a show, headline show with Vado back like like the November before the pandemic. Definitely laid back dude. Had a good show.
Right.
Fucking, I see other joints you had with legends like Kiss and Prodigy. Now that's definitely something legendary under
Right.
the belt. Yo,
It's
I want to know. I definitely need to know the story of the Prodigy joint, and then we can get to the Kid. I just want to know the story, but definitely both of them joints.
You want to know what's crazy? Like the Prodigy joint came from it was a person who used to fuck with us heavy. You know what I'm saying? And he he was loopy when it came to like industry shit, and he kind of is the one who set up the Universal thing. And in the process, the music was getting to him, but he also was working for Infamous, Sony. So he was, he was riding. He had some of my shit playing, and Prodigy asked him like, "Yo, who the fuck is that?" So when he asked, he told him like, "Yo, now son is this," and son reached out, and we made it happen, and it was crazy because as a result of that, like Sony Red was kind of like, "Yo, what y'all want to do?" And they was willing to match Universal shit, you know what I mean? But the incentive was like, we a smaller company and we could cater to you more. That Universal shit, they a monster over there. Like you might get lost in the sauce, you know what I mean? But Universal reached out first, so we was gonna stay loyal. And you wanna know what's crazy about that shit? Like Universal definitely, they pulled up for it. And before I was able to really cast that shit in like that, I ended up getting locked up and going to jail. And the wild part about that is the person that set me up used to fuck with Prodigy and shit. A nigga named Tom Max, a nigga wore the camera, the wire on me and everything. Booked me. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you feel but it just be crazy when you look at certain things and how a lot of shit be connected and it be coming full circle. It's wild. And it fucked me up a lot because I left a lot on the table. You know what I'm saying? We had invested a lot of paper. We had done a lot, you know what I'm saying, put a lot of work in. And the buzz was crazy. People was chirping like it was lit for us. You know what I'm saying? Super lit. So, that first probably I say 8 months of that bid, it was, that shit it was the hardest time I ever had to do. You know what I'm saying? And fuck it though. Like it's how that shit. When you playing that game, shit it's no loyalty in that shit. There's no nothing. Like you know what I mean. But certain things I never let tarnish my character, and I never let it change me. You know what I'm saying? Like you got your ups and downs. You got people that's gonna snake you, people that's gonna be fucked up, people that's gonna do things to you. You learn from it, but one thing I never did, I never let it change me as a person. You know what I'm saying? So I walk away with everything I earned and gained from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Here for it, but
That's
we
fucking
back.
you
We
back.
back.
Hell yeah, that's crazy
Back.
as a bitch right there.
We
Fuck.
back.
Yo, so being locked up, man, the music like come across your head being locked up, like like time like, oh, I'm still gonna come back and make a plan.
That's the only
Was there like a book that you was like, yo, I got a blueprint and I got a mindset coming back with this music?
See, this is the thing. It's been the only plan. I've never had another plan. I've never had a plan B. I've never had, like, to me, nothing else was an option. Like, it was just this. You know what I'm saying? And for the people that have believed in me and invested and gave their time and bread and whatever they gave to it, like, it's like this. As long as I got something on the tank, I'm going to leave that shit on the floor. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact because I know what I represent. I know who I do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not gonna let this shit fall short. And for somebody who was there and who had it, to myself, I had already proved a lot of people wrong. And accomplishing something that I knew I could accomplish from the door, like I knew that shit. I always knew that shit. I knew it was just a matter of somebody who was in pocket to make changes, hearing me and, saying, oh, look, yeah, this is what we doing. I knew that. So, I was like, I was ready for all that shit, you know. But you know, me being who I say I am is what kind of kept me getting in my own way. You know what I'm saying? But
Hell yeah.
in it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas is, you know, you living your life to the check come, you know? Like,
Right.
like you
Yeah, you're
living,
right.
you
The
living
only
your life
strong
until the check.
survive, man.
The
And that,
Fendi, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm looking at the comments, man. It's a lot of people. Salute to everybody that's in here, man.
it's a fact.
He
Oh
say
yeah,
you
niggas
came
is
back
pulling
with
up out there.
notepads and folders full of raps ready.
Did I?
He speaking
Oh yo,
facts.
all I, yo,
Salute,
because
salute.
I knew, I
The
knew,
bounce
I
back
knew.
was crazy.
The-
Whack shit. Thumbs down when you was talking about the tab. Wow, yo, it's going
Yo,
crazy.
son,
Salute
yeah,
everybody that's coming in, that's tapped in, man. Tapped
that's a
in, man.
fact.
This live
Salute to all
connect
y'all, man.
session, man. It's live with Deuce, man.
You
Everything is
live
live,
already.
man. Live connect session, man.
Live.
You know, he just
You live.
dropped the joint. You know, send my regrets to Edgar. That was my joint right there. I just played it earlier. Definitely tap in. It's on
Mm-hmm.
all streaming platforms, right? All streaming. Yo,
It's on all.
is the Prodigy joint all streaming?
Now the
He
Prodigy
not.
joint is on God too. The
Okay.
Prodigy joint is on, and that's on
I gotta listen to it. I didn't listen to it because I couldn't find it on the streaming platform. And
it's on Dat Piff. I know that, and you could probably find it on YouTube.
okay.
But I know
You
it's
got
on Dat Piff. It's on God too.
you got some mixtapes on that Piff. There's a couple of mixtapes
I
on
got
there.
two of them. I got
Two
I
of them.
got God and I got God 2 on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's crazy how
God,
that Piff is. Cause now I see like albums on that Piff now.
yeah, that's a fact.
I don't know how that Piff operates. So is that I don't know if that's streaming or is that still just giving out for free.
Yo, real shit. I don't know what it is. Shout out to Mac the Goon too, cause Mac the Goon. You want to know the G shit though? I'm gonna keep it
What?
a stack though. Mac the Goon. The whole time I was in the feds,
Salute,
my nigga
Mac.
never missed one court date.
Salute,
My nigga
Mac.
never missed one court date, and the nigga was there. Like, you know what I'm saying? The nigga was there the whole time, and still pushing the project, still in pocket for what he knew I would still come home and do. That was G shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Fucks with Mac. I love Mac. You know what I mean?
hell
And he
yeah.
on the team. He's definitely on the team. And you know, even him as a person, as a business, he's evolved so much. And you know, I'm proud of him. That's a fact. And no matter what the fuck I got, he got something.
I see
That's
some
offended.
pin this. I'm looking
I
at the
don't know.
comment. Yo, salute the Mac. Hell yeah. I see you about to perform. Where you performing at? Where you performing at? I see you performing at 9 p.m. Friday. Shout out to Humble
Oh,
Production.
at Too Humble, I'm gonna be up there. Word up.
How I
That's a
pin this?
fact.
I don't know how to pin it. Say pin
I
it.
don't know how to pin this shit neither.
Yeah. How
You
to
know
pin
I
it.
don't know how to pin nothing. Don't ask me to
Yo.
pin nothing. Niggas don't know how to pin
So you
nothing.
performing in your hometown?
Um, I I have.
Wait,
I'm
where the
but
performance?
like
I missed it. Where you performing at then?
nah. Too Humble is I think they up in Liberty. I think, but they got a podcast
Okay.
and
Yeah,
they be
yeah.
having
Yeah, they do.
they have a
Yeah. I
lot
seen
of
an
people
interview
come
with them.
through.
Salute to them. I seen an
Right.
interview with them.
So
Yep.
they doing something up there. I'm gonna be up there. You know what I'm saying? And
Wait.
and you know, they energy is crazy. I fucks with them because when I met them, like when I because I went to an event in at for in the field, right? And they was there, but the vibe was just off top, like click like this. And I'm looking at Sir, he looking, and I'm telling him like, yeah, all right, like. And when I pulled up on them and said we did a joint, like, yo, it was love. And they was like, yo, pull up, come through. And I pulled up like maybe 2 or 3 weeks after that. And that shit was just, you know, it was love. I fuck with them. And one thing that I could tell was like, it was genuine. It was real. Like they was like real fans of my shit. And um I I fuck with them. That's a fact. And they reached out. They you know what I'm saying. They put me in contact with a lot of people. I did an interview earlier with Finally TV. You know what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
And
So,
they yeah. And Son was ill. I fucked with Son. We had a good conversation today, and it was cool. Like so, you know, I'm happy that I'm getting to do all of this. You know what I mean? Because when God 2 dropped, you know what I mean, like people who was in pocket, they were starting to find out about me and know who I was. But I didn't really get to have all of this because I went to jail right after that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? And shout out to KO too, man. That's my man. Like he DJ, he in Brooklyn now. He got residency at a mall. You know what I mean? He DJ for Party Fontaine
That's
too.
dope,
That's my
dope.
dog. I mean,
Okay.
that's my man. That's my man. Like, you know what I mean? So now I'm happy to see his success and everything that, you know what I mean? And but he was there for all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? And we used to be on my table just building on how we was gonna transform it into this and just make it big. Like we knew it was on the way. You know what I'm saying? And it's people like him and people that were there. Like I had so many plans for, like, I'm gonna light you up, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we're gonna move out when it's time, when they cut them checks. Like we're gonna light the city up. You know what I'm saying? So like to see him successful and doing what he's doing and like making progress and shit like that, I'm well proud of him. That's a fact. You know what I mean? So, you know, but like I said, we back. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Deuce Broadway, man. Deuce
Coming for all
Broadway
this shit.
on the live connect. Yo, so you from Peekskill. I hope I'm saying it right. Peekskill, New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
Click City, you heard?
Click City.
That's a
With
fact.
Click City. This is my first time hearing that. First time hearing nickname. Like I said, I'm from Rochester, NY.
Yo, check it.
Where Click City? Yeah.
Because I was up top. I was in, you know, and I ended up getting into some shit with some people from Brooklyn.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I was in my bag because this was just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nobody with me. Like, I don't know none of y'all there. Like, anybody I knew there, I met you here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was alone in that shit. But it's like this. You either gonna get, like, you either gonna make the stories or you gonna get the stories told about you. Like one of the truth is, like, I'm not gonna be that person, you heard? So, you know, me and son beefing and shit, and the 105 click shit just popped out, and I'm like, and look, in the heat of the argument and everything, I'm in the moment, I'm in my bag wilding. You know what I'm saying? But the shit just made sense. I kept it, and I'm like, all right, this how I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And then from that point on, that became the name of the town. Then it became the song. And once I put the song out on God Go Out 1, and a few of my people heard it, the niggas banged it crazy.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So you telling me you was the founder, you the name of Click, you the founder of the name Click City for your town.
That's a fact.
That's a fact?
That's an absolute fact.
Okay.
That's an absolute.
Okay,
Yo,
hell yeah.
name's mad shit. My shit be sticking and everything. Like, I'm here for that.
Okay.
This one shit be bestowed.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I gotta come through. I gotta come through, man. See how you work. I see that you got something coming up at the Quad Studio coming up real soon.
Studio. Yeah, we're gonna be there.
You think you want to throw what, anything coming, any magic you want to put up in there, or you just like nah, just wait till that.
Look, it's magic from here on out. It's been magic. You heard? I got a single. I got a single I'm gonna drop soon. Lights Out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna run with Edgar for a second. We gonna let Son live, bro.
Okay.
But the double back though, the swing back is gonna be nuts. You know what I'm saying? Because I got so much shit, like I said, and everything I've been just working on. I wanted to be perfect. I got wild joints. You know what I mean? Like real talk. Like Edgar, I did all this shit either in the halfway house or before I went in. This is an absolute fact. You know what I'm saying?
So this was like a that Edgar project. How long? So that was like
appetizer.
Is this an appetizer? How long?
The appetizer.
So how long exactly was the process? Like, how long it took you to finish that project?
I mean, I already had the joints. I already had the joints.
Oh, you already had the joints before you was?
I already had all of that shit. So it's like, yo, we gotta just package this shit and push it. The nigga keeps it. Like, I got so much shit. I don't even know how many joints I got. Like, I would really have to go through all of this shit, find this shit over here, count this shit. I don't know. I got too much work. Like, I got too much work. So it's like, homie, we sitting on this shit, but we done spent mad money to do it. And what we doing? So me and Wells talked about it. He told me send them 8 joints. I sent them, and you know, we moved on it like that. But
That's real
the
important.
next, that's it. Like,
That's real
the
important
way
to
I was
have that music in the stash, man. Have that music in the stash, already ready. Just you know, get that paper for that promo run. Do these promo runs like you're doing these interviews, and I see performance coming up. When any more performances? Like you got any more?
I'm knocking out all type of shit, but this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I think I'm gonna do. I'm about to do like listening parties, single release parties and shit, album release parties, and this is when I'm gonna start really getting into that. You know what I'm saying? Like getting back in my performance bag. You know what I'm saying? So we planning and we moving, we execute. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a whole lot of shit coming up soon. But like Wells told you, like he like, yo, look, we doing a quad thing. Pull up, get the footage for your shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be exclusive content there. You know what I mean? Behind the scenes, a glimpse into the process. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about Chad, not to take away from the work that he's done behind the scenes with the project and everything like that. That nigga's the best motherfucking rapper I ever heard, yo.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, get to that. You know
I don't want to get to that. You want to get to
that's a fact. And when I met him, you know what I mean? Like, I met him in a joint. You know what I'm saying? And that story was crazy because I was in Woodkill at the time. I was on my way home, and I heard some music coming from down the hall. I walked down the hall and shit, and I seen you know, a dude. He had a keyboard in his room, and there was two people in the room, and they was rapping and shit. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. So I slid off, and a couple times that, you know, I would see this happen, and I would slide in and slide out. You know what I mean? And I ended up moving in the next cell to the other kid. You know what I mean? So one day, me and him ended up just kicking it, and I let him hear me rap. He let me hear him rap. I'm like, oh, all right, you nice. So then I had this joint called Icon. So Icon was a song about, you know, being an icon, being equated to fucking with this like spectacular bitch. Like, so when I kicked it to Son, like he stopped me like halfway through. He like, nah, come with me, follow me. And when I followed him, he brought me to go meet Wells. Chad, he brought me over there to go meet him. He was like, yo, let my man hear that shit. So this is when I seen that this was one of the other kids who was in the room that I first saw. Okay. And from that point, me and him just clicked crazy. And I felt like I knew him forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was a lot alike. We seen things the same way a lot. And like our relationship just flourished from right there. That was my dog. You know what I mean? And we ain't missed the beat since. And that was 2010. You know what I'm saying? That was years ago. And he been here ever since. And, you know, he has, like there was some people, right, in the spot who was just acting like they was wild big time and shit. And niggas, you know, they was trying to get their hooks in them and shit. And act like, you know, they was the whole shit of the whole night, and everything they had was the shit. They want to have all these fucking business meetings and shit and all this stupid shit. And I'd be like, yo, Wes, man, fuck them niggas. Them niggas ain't shit. Like, but this is the thing, I respected this shit though. And I'm like, yo, homie, if that's what you're doing, it's all good. I'm still gonna do everything that I can do for you because you're my friend. Like, I fuck with you like that. So no matter what you decide to do, like, I'm not gonna make you a bunch of promises, but what I'm gonna promise you is that I'm gonna always keep it 100 with you. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Like, I'm gonna always, you know, give you the facts, whether it's good or bad, whether I'm right or wrong. I'm gonna tell you the truth, and you know, we're gonna take it from there. And these people, yo, they used to be the funniest people though, because they swore they was like top 10. And I'm laughing because I done been around mad shit, and I'm fucking in the streets in real life. Like, you niggas is wild. Like, and I'm like, all right, cool. But at the same time, like, I'm just letting me know what's going on. Like, so I'm like this. I'm like,
Yo, that's some funny
I
shit though.
believe, yo, yeah, and like I believe you know what I'm saying? So when he telling me, yo, Deuce, this is what we about to do, I'm like, all right, cool. So bust it. Like, I leave. And you know, and it was crazy because when I left, it felt so if the vibe felt crazy. Cause I felt like I had mad people fucking hopes and dreams on my back. Like this shit was wild. But I told her I was like, I got you. And all I've done from that point is be who I said I was. Like, and our relationship is crazy. That's a little bro. You know what I'm saying? And I remember calling Ak in the joint and I said, yo, Ak, I found him. And he said, found who? I said, yo, Ak, this nigga young, he better than me. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I said, yo, Ak, I'm telling you, he it. And he was like, nah. But Ak never hear me talk like that because I think everybody dirt. So if I tell you a nigga, not only he nice, but he got me, I knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? So like when Wells came home, like he came right in the fold, like, and you know, like the way I was moving, it was what the fuck it was, like, and he was seeing it though. Like I didn't lie to him, I didn't make him promises I can't keep or nothing. I just say, yo, this is what we gonna do, and we've been doing it ever since. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to go back in. I went to the feds. I had to sit back down. But that's because, you know, a nigga really out here. You know what I'm saying? So it go how it go, but fuck it. But that's my man. And he on, if you listen to 212, which is on God Guap 2, he on that with me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I got a bunch of joints in the cut, but he on that one with me. Like you could pull that up after this. Like son get busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up. I'm gonna go on to that Piff stats. I'm gonna go on to that Piff. That's a dope story. Yo,
Something like
salute to your team, man. That's why I definitely like, yo, respecting the grind, respecting the hustle with the team behind you, the push. Man, yo,
that.
I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions, man. Not gonna take
Ask
too
me
much
what's
of your
going
time.
on.
Yo, these questions, yo, if these three lyricists right here, you know, they still was alive, these three lyricists, who you would want on a feature? Always ask this question. Fred the Godson, Big L, or Chink's Drugs?
Fred, no
Fred,
question.
what's your
And
reason behind Fred?
because Fred's just different.
Mm-hmm.
Fred ball heavy. Fred ball heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Like Big L, I think Big L was I think he was good. He was dope. You know what I mean? Chinks too. But Fred different. You know what I'm saying? And for me, like what Fred did with the words, my nigga, like it was something else. Like in his lane, like Fred Stitches was bananas, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because the same jail that I was in that I met Wells in, Fred Mann was there. And he used to
Okay.
always talk about Fred all the time. He used to always talk about Fred. So when I came home and shit, I'm at Ock crib and Ock showing me something and it's a cipher and it's the first time I saw Fred. And I was listening to him. I say, yo, son, nice. I say, yo, Peso used to always talk about Fred. And you know, I fucked with Peso. He was cool. He was on the same floor. So I'm like, yo, Fred nice though. And I'm like, yo, his delivery, his style is different. I say, yo, I fucks with son. So a couple years later, I was doing a show and shit. I was at an event and my man, yo, fuck with me. He know Fred. So
Mm-hmm.
he introduced us and shit. You know what I mean? And I'm
No.
like, damn, son. I'm like, yo, Peso used to always talk about you. He like, yo, that's my man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like had I not went in, like, I would have really been fucking with Fred on some G shit.
It would have happened.
It would have happened. It would have had to because I respect Fred shit. You know what I mean? And I know that what I represent and how I come with my shit, some would have had the jacket because I'm mad. I stand firm in how I feel. You know what I mean? I'm opinionated and I talk. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I
Hell
used
yeah.
to be telling people in the joint, like, if you don't ask me about your shit, Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. And I got into mad shit over the years because I tell people how I feel about their shit. Don't ask
Hell
me
yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of artists be sensitive and shit. They don't want you to tell them nothing about their shit. I come from a place where I had to, like, my skin had to be thick. Like, you know what I'm saying? So me being an artist, I'm not too much affected by people critiquing my shit or having shit to say about it. I don't give a fuck because I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I know what I represent, so I don't really trip like that. You know what I mean? But for people that is, don't ask me about your shit, especially when you hold the kid hold them like you know what you got, my nigga. And niggas don't be being honest with themselves though, my nigga. And that's real shit. Because when you listen to this and that, you be knowing like, damn, my shit ain't. If it ain't, don't ask me about it, my nigga, please. Like, you know, I got into that shit, man. But I'm opinionated, and I say what the fuck you know what I mean? That's how I feel,
Well,
my nigga.
man,
Just a fact.
I was just when Jim Jones not too long ago was just saying like with Fred the Godson, like damn, we would have had to push like the label behind him. They'll be up there with top dudes. And
Cause he's a top nigga.
he was
That's a fact.
relating, yeah, he was relating to the point that's like, you know, labels look at more money than talent type shit.
That's a fact.
It's a
And
lot of that shit going on, and there's no
that's
substance in the shit. There's a whole bunch
that's
of
an
shit.
absolute fact. Fred was special, like, and you know the people around me, they know like how I judge rappers. I always say like, if a nigga say some shit, I be mad. I ain't say. If he come up with some shit, then I'm mad that why I ain't say that. That's how I could tell you next. Like that's how I say son got something. Because if you say shit, I be like, yo, what the fuck? Fuck. Like, man, I ain't get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, that's how I judge if you nice or not. And that's just real shit. That's just me. You know what I mean? Because I hold myself to such a high bar. Like I be striving to really, you know what I mean? And I
mm-hmm.
go back, nah, I could do that. I need this, nah. You know what I'm saying? And this is what like all the aspects. Not just the stitch, but the style. Like a nigga might, you know what I mean? Like if I felt like that shit came across and I'm mad that I ain't do that shit, this is how I know you got something. It's a fact. That's how I judge rappers. And Fred to keep a nigga in his bag.
Nah,
Like, fuck,
yeah,
Fred. Damn,
Fred that dude.
that's if Fred was
Fred,
different.
yo, for real,
But you
yo.
could tell like Fred was a craftsman. He was a craftsman. Like he crafted his shit. You know what I'm saying? He took pride in the fact that he had balls. Like, he took pride in being one of them, like one of us. He took pride in that shit. And it showed. Mad people, they don't give a fuck, and it showed. Like
Yeah,
I give a fuck, and it showed. And at the same time, like I'm a voice man. Like if I feel you dirt, if I feel like you whack, I'm not doing nothing with you. That's a fact. I don't give a fuck about the check or nothing. And
yep.
this is the thing, like I've been in the streets getting bread. So a nigga can't never hold no check in front of me and feel like I'm a jump. Like I don't give a fuck about that shit. Cause at the end of the day, it be all the other shit, the substance that make you who you are, not the bag. You know what I'm saying? So the bag is not gonna make me fucking feel no type of way. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Like if I don't respect what the fuck you doing, I'm not doing no record with you. That's a fact.
Nah,
It's
hell
just like
yeah.
being in the street. If a nigga, if if you don't feel like somebody character is what it's supposed to be, you're not gonna get no money with it. You're not gonna do business with it. Because you gonna feel like you can't trust them, you gonna second get like you not gonna do that. And that's a fact. So when it comes to that shit, if a nigga don't feel like I feel about that shit and ain't putting in the same effort that I put into my shit, man, like I'm not doing no record with him. That's a fact. I don't give a fuck. You be cool as a fan. Be my man and everything. Not doing it. It sounds like some bullshit, but it's real. Like, and I
That's
feel
real. You got, you
because
know,
this is the shit. Because this is the shit that's gonna make people
yeah,
want to be better.
you got your
If people
brand.
like
It's your
you
brand
got
and
a whole
everything. Just stamp. It's your stamp.
it's a fact.
You can't
That's a
sometimes
fact.
can't put the doodle shit with your shit. Like, At the same
Can't, my
time, he put the
nigga.
sample. Yo,
And standing on that shit is what's gonna make your stamp mean something.
for real. Definitely, it's definitely you gotta move the right way, cause
It's a
if
fact.
you seen with some doodle shit with some doodle cats, then it's like there's no
That's a
balance
fact.
with it. It's no balance with it. Definitely in the game, like
None.
where you with the level at. Shit.
Right.
Yo, when you talk about like you were just talking about, yeah, if you trash, I ain't fucking with you type shit.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a fact. Is there any artist that is out that you would want to work with, like want to work with in the future that that's like that's
That I
probably
wouldn't want to work with.
locally or
Like,
probably just that making moves right now or legends, anybody. You got like three, two, or you probably in the works with coming
I
next future
mean,
project.
I fucking like as far as people that's out, like that's out now. Um, you know, West Side of them, I fuck with that.
Hmm.
Pusha T, I fucks with son. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with French. I feel like French is mad underrated.
Nah. Yo, I
Like,
fuck with his last tape he just dropped, the ICU. I bump with that shit. He just dropped the
I
album. I fuck with that shit. Shit was
see
hard.
French. See French is mad. Like French know what he's trying to do. Like French is in the business point, or he's in the point where his business is the most important part to him. And I get that. Like when we got the love like that was them DVDs and shit, and all them fucking mac and cheeses and all that
Yeah,
shit. That's when love. Like right
yeah.
now, I feel like French is doing business. You know what I mean?
He said
But
he just the on the Jane. He said he's like, yo, I'm like the only bad boy artist because this is his last bad boy album that survived bad boy
yeah, he said
deal.
I made it all the way through,
Yeah.
and that's a fact. That's an absolute fact because everybody like you know, R.I.P. Big like, but the Locks they ain't make it. Fucking Black Rock, fucking crazy. Nobody made it. French is the only one that made it, signed off, and exited, and was good. That's it. And that was crazy that he said that shit because that's a fact. But yeah, French done slid in mad shit. I was mad. I ain't say, and I was like, yo, this nigga French. But people don't like. People look at French one way, but French is mad fucking underrated. That nigga's nice, man.
I fuck
And
with
he be
French.
saying some shit like,
I,
nah, oh, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you already know he got the bag and shit, and he had to
I
hit
would, I would,
he had to do like the radio hits and shit. But French, I
also, I
respect
mean, it's business.
the business,
It's
respect the
business.
hustle, and he make good music. Can't
Yeah.
deny you
And
can't
it's
deny that.
balanced, like,
Yeah,
that's a fact. And it's balanced, like, and he's definitely somebody that I would work with, that I would want to work with, you know. And I was talking to my man and shit before I left, and I said, yo, listen, I said if me, Pusha T, and French did a whole joint, and I said with the production that I got, and like fraud in them and the access Pusha got to his people, Kanye and Pharrell, I say, yo, if us three actually did a joint, that should be fucking crazy. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really in place to make that shit happen just because I said it.
damn,
You know what
dude,
I mean?
French and Pusha got a joint together.
Yeah, they probably got one or two. I know they definitely got one, but I think they got two joints though. I think they got two, maybe three joints, but
Mm.
them niggas, like, if I used to always say that
That's a
if we sat down and did some shit, that should be
that's a
fucking
dope.
nuts.
Yo, that's dope.
Yeah, that
That's a
should
dope.
be
That's a
fucking
dope.
nuts.
That's dope. French Pusha, you said
That's a
West Side
fact.
Gunna, no? Yo, that's dope.
I
That
fucks with
definitely, man. That
that's a
definitely can be in the work.
West
Yo,
Side, Benny, Conway, shout
one
to them.
last.
I remember me and
Um,
my man, so we was talking about that shit and like it's like them niggas represent something. They represent what the fuck I'm standing for, and I'm with them on that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like without me even knowing them like that, I feel like we on the same side. You know what I mean? And if the shit went down today, I know where I'ma stand at. You know what I'm saying? If it came to that, I know where I'ma stand at.
nah, hell
And
yeah.
that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a big fact. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean? And one
West
thing
Side
I
Gun.
heard,
They
he always
definitely,
talked about they didn't conform, like they stuck to their script, and it
yo.
just took time. And in the time, everybody had to come to them. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm
And I believe in that shit.
that's why I'm loving what everything is, cause they made they made like underground rap and bars back to
That's,
to the point that's like, yo, it's mainstream,
mhm.
and and
Niggas looking
punish
for it. I want
and putting they influence making people rap back again. Look at a lot of artists that came like they go down to a whole lot of influence artists when it's like even down all the way to Taylor the Creator type shit. Like that one, he was
mm-hmm.
like, yo, put that shit in a whole bunch of shit. Like a lot of
That's a
people,
fact.
Lloyd Banks came out the wood like, oh shit, I gotta put some bars out for these niggas and shit.
Niggas
And
is
you know,
coming in,
Kiss going crazy right now. Kiss like putting it on the
bro.
stamp.
Nuts.
You know,
Nuts.
like it's a lot of artists that, and salute to Griselda. Putting
Mm-hmm.
it on for the whole Buffalo, New York. They putting the shine the light on outside of New York City, cause
Mm-hmm.
being a cat from Rochester, New York, I'm wearing West Side Gun shit right now. Being a nigga from
Oh, yeah, it's actually Green Double. You know, son?
Atlanta.
No, Green Double. He from the Rock though. But my nigga Murder, right? I was
Mm-hmm.
locked up with Murder, my man.
Mm-hmm.
Fucks with Murder. I think Murder was with Green in the Cat door, and they was there for a while. But Murder used to always talk to me about something. Like, yo, Deuce, the only other person that made me feel like you is Green. He would tell me all this shit. He said anything. So when I came home and shit, I found some on the gram. And I'm like, yo, Green, look. He's like, yo, that's crazy. He like, Murder was my son. Look. So I'm like, yo, Green, we gotta work. And I know that he was doing shit with I think Trust. He was fucking with Trust, I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but I know, he moving and shaking. He in the mix, but son get busy though. You know what I'm saying? I
Green
fucks
Devil.
with Green.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm definitely gonna make my way up there to get that done. You heard? That's a fact. I'm definitely gonna be up there.
You
You
got
know
to
what I'm
make your
saying?
way up there, because honestly, upstate NY, like I call upstate NY everything upstate from New York City, upstate NY. It's
Mm-hmm.
Western New York, but with Buffalo, Rochester, with Trust Gang,
Yeah,
Griselda, that's like becoming like a hub for like a hip hop station
that's a fact.
outside of New York City, of
That's a fact.
on like connection, on bars, on
That's a fact.
upcoming artists, and it's spreading out too.
Mm-hmm.
Syracuse, Albany, all the
Yeah.
way down.
Cause
Um,
it's because people looking for it. And I
yeah,
remember the nigga, you remember Little E?
Ito,
Little E?
yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
That nigga was nice too. And I did a show with them at the Penny Arcade back then. I was on a run. And and
Mm.
and
See,
I
that's
did a
dope.
show.
That's dope. Oh man,
I did a
Penny
show with them back
Arcade
then.
with Lil E.
My man, yo, shout out to my man Lux, like, cause I met Lux in the joint too, and Lux made beats and shit. He was dope as fuck, little nigga. That was my man, and you know, he ended up living out there. You know what I mean? So when I was out there, I was fucking with them. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nate, like, and they had an idea and they was executing and they was doing shit, and I couldn't do a lot of shit because I was on the run. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
they plugged the show and he was like, yo, Deuce, look, we got it. I'm like, all right, cool. So we was out there. But in that time though, that was Little E shit, man. Etho, they had it. That cold summer shit, them niggas was out here. That's the fact. They was out there, like G shit. Now I remember them. And I like son, and I remember um where I was at. I had came back and I ended up bumping in the Loaded Lux on Fordham in the store.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And me and son just was kicking it. And and I was telling him what was happening. This before he got big like that. Like his name was just ringing a little bit. This before he got big like that.
Mm-hmm.
And me and son was chopping it, and he was like, "Yo, look." And then he put me on a Frank White and shit. And then I seen Lil Etho on some joints that was in the store. And I'm like, yo, son, I fucks with son. I like this little man. Yeah, that shit, bro. But like, And Lux was fucking with me, but I ended up going to jail like shortly after that. And that shit always happens. Like I met the nigga Irv, and he like, yo, he told Live son, like, yo, Live, I went to jail the next day. You know what I mean?
Yo,
But he said, nigga, look, this shit been here the whole time.
word.
This is a matter of me just not being in the fucking way. It's just hard, man. You are who the fuck you say you are. That shit is always there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping. Like now, it's
Yo,
lit.
that
You know
yo,
what
that's
I'm
a
saying?
dope story. That's a dope story with Ito, because Ito definitely is a legend in the hip hop.
That's
Came in, get flowers, man. He a legend in the hip hop, definitely for Rochester,
that's
New
it.
York, putting that.
That's
You
a
see
fact.
that way
Yo,
back, Penny Arcade. That's like that shit. That's 18, 15 years ago, 16 years ago. That shit, man. That shit,
yeah,
Penny
that
Arcade haven't been
was
open
07.
that since, so we already know that was like underground with the hip
That
hop.
was 07.
Oh
That
07,
was
yeah.
07.
Oh
That's a
07,
fact.
shit.
That's 07 I was out there. That's a fact. Yeah.
Word.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
that shit
Yeah,
dope,
I'm
man.
telling you, I used to be out there, man. I was out there. My girl used to always call me like, yo, where you at? Like, I'm over here. She's like,
You,
you stupid ass in the house. Niggas
you,
don't like you out here. Get the fucking house, man.
nah,
Because
get
even though I'm from here, like, like they looked at me like I'm from a borough. Like, they treated me the same, which was fine. Fuck it. Like, but I was gonna get the same energy though. Like, and that's why she'd be like, yo, where you at? I'd be like, I'm over here, Hudson. She'd be like, get the fucking house. You out here
you,
wilding. Bring your stupid ass home. Like, yo, word of mother. Cause I go anywhere. Like, I'm not afraid. I go wherever the fuck. Like, and I be just out there. You know what I'm saying? And she used to always call me, bring your stupid ass in the crib, man. You out here
any,
wilding.
any like, any tours coming? You think about heading out? Any tours? Any cities
I'm trying to go
connecting out?
everywhere. I'm trying to go everywhere, man. So, we figuring out how to do all our own shit. You
Mm,
know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go every fucking way. Like anywhere that's gonna have me, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see how we gonna orchestrate this shit to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna hit
okay.
the fucking road.
Hell yeah.
Straight up.
Hell
We
yeah,
gonna hit the
bro.
fucking road. We gonna get out here and definitely get to that shit. G shit. That's a fact.
Hell
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Definitely tap in with me, man. Tap in with me.
Yeah.
We gotta put some
I'm here.
work in, man.
I'm here.
Definitely. I
You
curate.
gonna
I
be
curate some
downstate?
joint. Yo, I'm definitely appreciate you, man. Hopping in on the live connect show, man. Appreciate everybody that tapped in, man. Salute,
Appreciate you
hey,
for having me. That's a
man.
fact. Shout out to the fans. Shout out to the fam, man.
Word, man. Shout out to fans tapping in with Deuce Broadway, man. Anything you
You
want to
know,
like feed out to the viewers, man. Anything new, anything dropping soon, coming out.
I'm saying God Guap 3 coming out this year.
Mhm.
Fucking
You said this year,
everything more.
you talking about before New Year's?
Nah, 22.
So
22.
next year. Okay, my fault. I
Yeah,
think said this year. Sorry.
everything Moolah coming out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get both of them done. I'm gonna drop the single for that shit soon. Lights
Mhm.
Out coming soon. Lights Out Fire. You know what I mean?
Okay,
I'm
hell yeah.
I'm gonna sneak you the joint. I'm gonna
Yeah,
sneak you the
slide that
joint.
through.
Yeah,
Slide that through. Slide
I'm
that through.
definitely gonna sneak you the joint. You heard? So look, send my regards to Edgar out now on all platforms. You know what I mean?
And my
Go fuck
regards to
with
Edgar.
that. You know. But next year gonna be that's gonna be it, man. We gonna get stupid
Hell
next year.
yeah,
I
man.
promise you. You know what I'm
Wish
saying?
Man, I wish you nothing but success, man, brother. Just
Good
keep
looking,
it
bro.
going,
I appreciate you.
keep it pushing, man. Deuce,
Appreciate you, man.
man, coming up in
That's
there
a
to all the viewers.
That's a
Going,
fact. Good looking, man.
uh,
I appreciate the chance to, show good. Like I'm enjoying this shit. I'm enjoying
hell
this shit. This
yeah, keep enjoying it, man. Keep enjoying it, and keep making the music, and keep dropping the jewels, brother. Man,
That's a
keep it
fact.
real, man. Yo,
Keep what you
and
doing, man.
appreciate all the viewers, man. You could check this out. It's gonna be posted on my series Connect session. You can catch the whole episode of this on YouTube. It's gonna drop next week. And it's gonna be on all distributed platforms too, as a podcast too, on DSP. Everybody want to say and shit like
Okay.
that. Already
Okay.
know. So we all pushing, man. We pushing. Gonna keep it going,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Already
it.
know, man. Everything live on this bitch. Connect session live,
Everything.
man. Deuce.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm definitely gonna tap in on you,
Already know, man. Hell yeah. Smoking him. Hold on. Light my blunt up, man. I got this weak ass lighter.
bro. Got them shit. Yo,
Hell
man,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, bro.
Appreciate
So yeah, we tapping now. I'm about to sign out, everybody.
Yo,
Peace.
hit me, bro. I'm here.
I'm ready.